Extraterrestrial life, or alien life as it is more commonly known, is the life that can exist outside of the Earth and that did not develop on Earth. Although studies are in progress, no conclusive evidence of extraterrestrial life has yet been found. From primitive forms like prokaryotes to sophisticated creatures, this life could give rise to civilizations that are considerably more developed than our own. The Drake equation makes assumptions regarding the possibility of intelligent life existing elsewhere in the cosmos. Since ancient times, people have conjectured that there may be inhabited worlds beyond the planet Earth. In the City of God, Augustine refers to Epicurus's notion of countless universes throughout the limitless immensity of space, which was first stated in his letter to Herodotus. This idea of a plurality of worlds, as advanced by earlier thinkers like Democritus, was debated by other early Christian writers. The Epicurean philosopher Lucretius predicted that mankind would discover countless exoplanets with life forms both like and unlike those on Earth, as well as various races of humans. In his poem from the 1st century AD titled De Rerum Natura, pre-modern authors frequently assumed that extraterrestrial worlds would have living creatures. In the 15th century, William Borrelong acknowledged that Christ might have traveled to other planets to save the people who lived there. The Earth, according to Nicholas of Cusa, was a brilliant star, like other celestial objects visible in space in 1440. From the outside, this would make the Sun appear similar to the Earth because of a layer of fiery brightness in the outer layer of the atmosphere. He theorized that all extraterrestrial bodies could be inhabited by men, planets, and animals, including the Sun. Descartes claimed that it was only speculation as to whether or not intelligent entities lived among the stars and that there was no way to definitely verify their existence. The writing of these philosophers demonstrates that there was always going to be an interest in extraterrestrial life, but that it has only recently become possible for humans to do any sort of research into it. Active research had been done to look for evidence of extraterrestrial life since the middle of the 20th century. This study includes looking for both present-day and past alien life, as well as a more focused search for extraterrestrial intelligent life. Depending on the type of search, strategies include everything from radios used to detect and send communication signals to the analysis of telescope and specimen data. Extraterrestrial life, and especially extraterrestrial intelligence, have had a significant cultural impact, notably in fiction. Science fiction has shared scientific concepts over time, envisaged a wide range of scenarios, and shaped public perceptions of extraterrestrial life. The argument about whether it is wise to try to contact extraterrestrial intelligence is one of shared space. Some propose using forceful techniques to look for intelligent extraterrestrial life. Others contend that it could be risky to actively draw attention to Earth, considering the propensity of technologically sophisticated human societies to subjugate or exterminate less advanced societies. The quest for extraterrestrial life and the existence of organisms that resemble humans have been and continue to be research topics over the past few decades. International space agencies are making every effort to establish contact with extraterrestrials. In one such effort, NASA, the US space agency, used the odd strategy of sending nudes into space to entice aliens. A picture of an atom of hydrogen, a earthly map, a picture of a double helix structure of DNA. These messages, along with others, have been encoded in a binary code of zeros and ones in the hopes that they will be read by extraterrestrial life forms in the Milky Way galaxy and prompt them to initiate contact with Earthlings. Though the concept of mathematics in human terms is potentially unrecognizable to extraterrestrial intelligence, binary is likely universal across all intelligence, the scientists said in their official project document. Since binary simply has two opposing states, such as 0 and 1, yes or no, black or white, mass or empty space, it is the most basic type of mathematics. The proposed message also includes information on the biological makeup of life on Earth, the solar system's time-stamped location in the Milky Way, about well-known globular clusters, as well as digitized representations of the solar system and the Earth's surface. They continued. And if they don't, perhaps the few images that scientists want to send into space will. Recently, a proposal for interacting with aliens was published in the open-source scientific repository by researchers from a variety of organizations, including NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Researchers have a logical justification for adding pixelated drawings of naked humans in the mix, even though it may initially seem strange. They explain that aliens would naturally want to know what humans look like. The scientists argue that the page with the two human figures may readily be regarded as one of the most significant elements of the message, and that the physical representation would undoubtedly be of tremendous interest. The proposed message would be the first to include nudes. In 1972, scientists launched the Pioneer 10 space mission, which featured a little gold plaque with an image of a naked man and woman, along with other messages and information about Earth's position in the galaxy. While Pioneer 10 was 7.6 billion miles away when it broadcast its final signal in January 2003, it is unclear if extraterrestrials ever got the message. A beacon in the galaxy, or BITG for short, is the name of the most recent attempt to get in touch with extraterrestrial life. It is a follow-up message that was broadcast to a globular cluster 25,000 light-years away in 1974 from the Arecibo radio telescope in Puerto Rico. The drawing of the telescope that will collapse in 2020 was included in the note, along with a rudimentary stick figure depiction of a human, a DNA double helix, and the atomic numbers of the chemicals required for life on Earth. When it launched Voyager 1 and 2 in 1977, NASA also made an effort to get in touch with extraterrestrials. A 12-inch gold-plated copper gramophone record comprising images and sounds from Earth, as well as greetings in 55 different languages, was carried by both spacecraft. In the 1980s, a more unconventional and unauthorized broadcast emerged as a result of these chaste messages. Joe Davis, a scientific artist, took issue with NASA's failure to include the female reproductive system in their communications. In order to create a mashup of electronic music and spoken words, he recorded the vaginal contractions of ballerinas and other ladies. Using the million-watt radio telescope at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Davis secretly sent Poetica Vaginal into space. The suggested message is clearer and won't make any allusions to human culture, despite including the human shape. The experts contend that including photos of the best works of human art and architecture would make the messages too large and the aliens might not understand what they mean. The authors believe that it's unclear whether humans would comprehend the meaning of a message that contained these visuals. The message was written in binary code, which researchers believe extraterrestrial life will be able to understand. Instead, they want to concentrate on arithmetic and physics, which are subjects that any intelligent living form should be able to understand. The scientists hope to send the message someday from the potent 500-meter aperture spherical radio technology in China and the Allen Telescope Array in California to a particular region of the Milky Way that they believe is the most likely location for life to have originated. For now, the message is essentially a rough draft. No matter how far in the future that happens, their ultimate objective is to initiate communication with intelligent alien beings. And although if the scientists are following Carl Sagan's open-minded philosophy, the nude images are meant to serve a functional, non-sexual purpose. As the astronomer once wrote, "Even if the aliens are short, dour, and sexually obsessed, if they're here, I want to know about them." Alright guys, that wraps up our video for today. If you enjoyed watching, please give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more.